Hi, I'm Roberta. Welcome to my kitchen. Or perhaps I should say bonjour, because this month we're in the sunny south of France in Provence. And one of the most classic Provençal dishes of all is les grands aioli. Now, I'm sure you're familiar with aioli, garlic mayonnaise, but in Provence it's such a thing. It's the grand aioli because we make a beautiful aioli. We put it in the center of a platter. We surround it with whatever beautiful vegetables are available, some radishes, some green beans, some potatoes. We'll have some bread, some egg. We'll poach a little bit of fish, and that aioli is the sauce for all of those ingredients. And that is the grand aioli, which is what we'll be dining on this week. Are you ready? Let's pop our aprons on and make our aioli. Now, traditionally, aioli is made in a stone mortar. I'm going to cheat and start off in the stone mortar and then move to a whisking bowl because I find that easier. I've said 3 cloves of garlic in the recipe, but if they're huge ones like this, then I think 2 will be fine. And this one, which was 1 when I peeled it, looks like it's trying to be 2 anyway. So into our mortar, good pinch of salt, just pound it a little bit to break it up. That salt's going to add flavour, but it's also an abrasive, which is going to help us break down the garlic. And we're just going to pound this like we did when we were making the pesto and grind it into a creamy paste. I think I much prefer using a mortar and pestle for French and Italian dishes than for Thai, because we really are using it more as a grinder than a pounder, which I think is easier. Now, you're going to need to give it a few scrapes and just keep grinding patiently until you have that nice, almost smooth, creamy paste. I won't judge you if there's still a few flecks of garlic in there. There we go. That's where I want it. Nice and creamy, ready to go into our mixing bowl to be combined with our oil and egg yolk. Now, I already have my egg yolk in my mixing bowl. In goes our beautiful salty garlic paste. Just get rid of this mortar so we've got a bit more real estate on our chopping block, and we'll get whisking. So just whisking our egg yolk and our garlic paste together to start, and then if you've ever made mayonnaise by hand, you know exactly what you're doing. To start with, very slowly. Now, this is easier than a traditional mayonnaise because that garlic is going to help with the emulsification as well. But let's not push our luck. If it does split, you can always save it, and there's a separate video that shows you how to do that. Once we've got a little bit in there and it's started to come together, you can add it a little more quickly, just in a thin, steady stream. Let's see how we go. There we go. Now, of course, you could do this in a food processor, but I encourage you not to. When I'm making mayonnaise, I just use a food processor or a stick blender. But for les grands aioli, I think it deserves the respect of being whisked by hand. And you do get a different texture and probably even a different flavour. Now, you do need to use a good delicate olive oil for this. If you only have a more robust oil, use half olive oil and half neutral vegetable oil. But if you can, get a nice delicate olive oil, Provençal or Ligurian, or the beautiful delicate Alto oil, which is what I'm using, and you'll taste the difference. All right, now we can be a bit more generous with that last bit because we know we have a lovely thick emulsion here. There it goes. Gorgeous colour from that olive oil. And we just need to freshen it up now, brighten it with just a squeeze of lemon juice. Taste it and add a little bit more if we need it. Look at that. No, I think that's enough. Maybe a pinch more salt. All right. This can now go into our serving bowl and be set aside while we get all of our veggies and other bits and pieces ready.